Welcome to another edition of the Man Cave, where we give our opinion on just about everything. Welcome back, guys. We had a little, vacation over the Thanksgiving holiday, and but first, I want to say Merry Christmas to you all.
Shut your ass up.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Brother. Merry Christmas. I got to read it again. Jeremiah 10, verse 1. Where's my book?
Need to change your screen name to Mr. Grinch.
I'll be a Grinch, and I'll be green, yellow, and turquoise. I wouldn't give a shit.
Here's to you, Mr. Grinch.
Hold on. Wait now. Wait. I can't let you go by yourself. I can't let you go by yourself, my nigga. No. I can't let you go by yourself. Okay, everybody in the world. There we go, right there.
Yeah. Okay, so look. Today's topic is pretty heated because we got some brothers in the middle of some controversy in three different areas. We got a Rev, we got a political figure, used to be an athlete, and then we got an athlete who went to coaching. All of them embroiled, and we all know what it is, but we gonna give our opinion on these suckers.
Don't forget. Forgot one.
What?
The fake ass Santa Claus hosting this show. That's an issue too.
Hey man, I was thinking about taking this off because I did a Christmas podcast before this one, and I just kept it on because I said Art's gonna have a lot to say about it, so I just kept it on.
Next time you invite me to your house, I'm gonna find that hat.
Okay, hey, cuz, let's make an even swap. If he comes looking for the hat, tell him to give you them cigarettes and cigars.
Yeah.
See, why y'all always want to take my pleasure from me?
There you go.
You're trying to take holidays from somebody. We finna take them cancer sticks and that liquor from you and see how you like that.
Christmas ain't no holiday. It's an evil tradition of men.
And so is cigarettes.
It is.
Ooh. Oh, so even swap then. Even swap,
It
right?
is. But
Even
damn it,
swap.
So you agreeing to that?
he can live without Christmas. I might have to
You can't. Cigarettes kill you quicker than Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah, but without this, somebody else may die quicker. So we don't want no issues.
You got an excuse for everything.
I'm
You
just
gonna
being
swap
real.
them what?
Hey, Art, did you believe in Santa Claus when you was little?
Like a fool, yeah, I did. And you wonder why? Because my parents lied to my ass. Stop lying to y'all kids. No fat white man coming to bring them little niggas nothing. You can't even buy the little niggas shit as it is. And then you go down there and spend all your money at Walmart and shit. The little niggas don't even appreciate it. You spend all your money. You can't pay your rent. Your car break down. You can't fix that. You can't go to work and you ain't got no money no damn way.
Man, you
Both
are
sides.
nuts.
Hey, on that note, let that man eat something else.
Damn it.
He don't want to give up the cigarettes, but he want to blast everything else.
It ain't Thanksgiving. It's Thanksgiving.
That's your first drink of the day?
Yes.
Ooh, I hate to see
That's the problem right there.
Yeah.
That's the first
Yeah.
one. Hurry up and get a couple more
and look, he's smoking in the house.
in the house.
Hey, man, look.
That's why he shut the door.
Uh-huh.
Wait.
Wife gonna come in there like Conan the Destroyer and break his neck.
She went to go see one of her friends. Shh. I'm
Oh,
gonna crack the window. Though. I'm gonna crack the window.
Oh, that's why. Oh, that's why you brave. Now she gone. Oh, okay.
Hey, Tanya Dixon said, "Hey, that's a good swap, man. Cigarettes for the hat."
Who the hell is Tanya Dixon?
Tanya Dixon, man, she's the host of the All the Way There podcast along with Keela B.
Oh yeah, how you doing?
Yeah. She said Art will come out more of a winner with the hat.
What hat?
This hat.
Shit.
If you give me those cigarettes and I destroy them and you wear this hat, you come out bet the winner.
I don't think so. I think I'd rather just I'll fight with these cigarettes. I'm not gonna be fighting with no white man's hat on my head. Probably got lice in the hat anyway. Okay. Shit.
Oh man, you are crazy.
He's crazy.
Okay, so look, first guy we're gonna talk about is Coach Prime, Deion Sanders, Neon Deion.
Hey, prime time.
All right, so give you guys a little backstory. Deion Sanders went to, of course, he was coaching lower levels, and he decided to take a job at Jackson State, which is a HBCU, right? went there, brought a lot of attention, made a whole lot of people, black players want to come play for him. It was kind of like, when Bill Cosby did A Different World, HBCUs were put on the map. So he had a lot of attention, a lot of media attention. His players got to be focused on. It was a great thing, right? 3 years later, after winning the little championship that they had, now I ain't gonna say it was little, it was their championship. He decided to go to another, skip the HBCU and go to a college that has 1.6% black student body.
Well, he be coaching all them niggas then.
What say you? Did he sell us out, or is that just his right to do? I mean, it is his right to do. But what do you think about it?
Right. If he found a better move for himself, a better place, what's wrong with it?
Well, some people may say that what's wrong with it is you sold us a bill of goods. You said that you was going to help not only Jackson State, but all HBCUs come up to a higher level of exposure. And now, before we get to that point, you left us. And all of these kids that's coming to play for you are now uncommitting to play for this HBCU, which makes the HBCU lower in exposure. Not to mention the funds that's coming there.
Well, I mean, he went down there and said God sent him down there to go and do some good things, and he went and did everything he said he was going to do.
Did he?
What?
Okay. So I'm glad you mentioned God.
The HBC crooks was stealing that money.
The HBC crooks?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm glad you mentioned God. So if God told him to go become the coach, did God tell him to leave? Because let me say this. If God never changes. So if you look in the Bible, you see where God told one person, the first thing is, if God told him to go, it ain't just for Deion Sanders. It's for a whole group of people. Just like when God told Moses to get these people out of Egypt, it was for all those Israelites, right? Jesus died for the entire world, so God's plan is bigger than just one man. So if he leaves before the plan is done, there's some fallout.
Well, wait, who said the plan wasn't done? The plan was done. He did exactly what he set out to do.
So hold on, why is there fallout then?
Because niggas ain't shit. That's why. Because niggas ain't shit. And I'm gonna tell you why niggas ain't shit. He go down there, he getting paid $300,000 a year. Half of that salary he put right back into school. Yeah. The deal with the school was anything over 30,000 people in these stands, I get a cut of the money, right? Mm-hmm. Anything over. It's over 60,000 people in them stands all this time. He go and look at the books. They say they ain't sold but 20,000 fucking tickets. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's number one, right? Number two, that money they was also stealing from the football program itself.
But God told him to go.
And then God told him to get the hell out of there.
No, that part wasn't mentioned.
Wait a minute.
That part he didn't say God said I left.
He didn't say when he went to Colorado, he didn't say that God had a plan for him at Colorado too. He didn't say that.
No.
He did.
No. He did say that if he got an offer from another school, he would entertain it. But he said God sent him there for the purpose of building up Jackson State and others. Was that done?
Yes.
How was it others?
Because Jackson State was being televised nationally. They games.
What about the others?
Well, hold on.
I mean, he can't go work for he can't go off to the others and without leaving Jackson State regardless. So
why go to Colorado?
Maybe he found a better deal. Maybe he found a better deal.
But it's fallout.
Look, man.
Fallout.
Look,
so he's supposed to keep living his life for this field of expertise that he's in. He can't do it for himself. He can't be out for him.
That's not how he said. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Kelly. Sorry.
No. He constantly has to be going out on, okay, if God told him to do this, I said I'm going to fulfill this, or I'm going to fulfill that. Why couldn't he have, like I say, why couldn't he have fulfilled it right there at Jackson State? Now it's time for him to move on.
I think
you can't keep that man down forever. So now, say if he retired, he's selling him out if he retired.
No, I'm asking. No, I'm asking this. This is the question. that I have.
Mm-hmm.
When you mention God, when you bring God in it, that's you kind of turn my head because I kind of think I know how, because God don't change. If God told him to go there, when he leaves, every the mission is complete. But this thing seems disjointed. He leaves. It's a surprise. I'm gonna take my son, and he's gonna start for Colorado. I'm gonna take a whole bunch of other coaches from other HBCUs to Colorado, and skip you black colleges.
No,
That
see,
wasn't the plan.
that's not what he did. He
But
got
he
the hell
did.
away. He got the hell away from the crooked shit going on at Jackson State University.
I heard you, Art, but my overlay for that is God told him to go. So,
But listen,
so if God told him to go, God knew it was some crooked people there.
Okay, so he went. He elevated the let's say visual standing of that particular institution, and probably brought more highlight to HBCU talent. We're only talking about football talent,
probably.
Okay, he did that. But if God said go, he went. He did what he's supposed to do. Now with some bullshit going on in the game, it's time to move on.
Here's what I say: if he said God said send them, the people that he deal with in Jackson State has to make. They have their own choices in how to handle him when he's there.
Thank you.
If you paying me $300,000, half of it is going back into the school, plus some of my money and my endorsement money from Southwest Airlines. Because remember, he also was using his Southwest airline endorsement to fly them where they were going.
Yep.
They were getting that. The SWAC is, if I'm not mistaken, is one of the oldest conferences in not only in all of football. So what he did was, before he put Jackson State on the map, nobody knew what it was. They wasn't playing for any championships. Let's just use the sports part of it. He got the #1 recruit in all of football to come to Jackson State. That right there is notoriety for historical black colleges and universities. Number two, if I'm putting, I know I'm already worth millions of dollars, but I'm not gonna keep putting my money in a place where I'm looking at the books and they being cooked. So if God sent them, they could have chased him away. And he's saying, if you're gonna get me out of here, if this is what you're gonna do, I'm gonna go somewhere where I'm making $5 million. I ain't got to put all my money in it. I got boosters, they gonna pay for this stuff.
Hey man,
it's not cool. I understand, I get it, but he a grown man.
Get it.
We gotta get his bread, but at the same time, we gotta look at what was coming out with what Jackson State did. They
for real.
Because
look, Hightower, think about this. Think about this, man. Okay.
Yeah.
You go to a HBCU. Well, let's just say you go anywhere, and you go to do a job, and there were certain agreements that you made with whoever you're doing the job for. Okay. You go above and beyond the call of duty. I mean, they had a water crisis. Who was buying on that damn water? He was. You know what I'm saying? So you go down there, you go above the call of duty, right? Yeah, and at the same time, they don't pay you what you owed. They steal the money that you owe. You already ain't getting paid shit.
I heard
compared to everybody else, and half your check going back into the shit, and the money you supposed to get, you ain't getting because the people in the stands for him.
I heard you, but you know what? It's still okay. Let me get to these comments, but it still stands to reason. God told him to go, and if God told him to go, God knew that was going to happen. So if that's like saying, "Hey, Harriet Tubman, God told Harriet Tubman what to do, but he didn't tell her how many traps she had to go through. So when she see the first trap, she just go, "Oh God, I don't want to help nobody else."
Well, see,
I done made it up here. I ain't going back.
You making it sound like, well, God told him to go, so he wasn't supposed to leave.
No, I'm saying if God told him to go, when he does leave, it wouldn't be this much fallout.
No. What I say in the beginning.
Fallout, because
I say in the beginning. I said niggas ain't shit. Niggas talking shit. Let me put it to you like this. Niggas talking shit about this man going to get some more shit going on. More exposure for everything he trying to accomplish. Okay. Niggas on the sideline talking shit. Oh, he went, He just want the money. Well, how about this? How about y'all get some money together and pay this man what he worth? How about that?
We ain't talking about that.
But that's what it's about.
No, it's not. It's talking about how when you pull out of Jackson State, there's a hole there that was built by this guy's notoriety, and it had a momentum that would have kept going. And then, what about if your son said, "Oh, I'm a senior in high school. I want to go play for Coach Prime next year." Oh, he ain't there. Oh, I ain't going there. You just affected the tuition and enrollment of that school. But let me get these comments real quick.
Get to the comments.
All right. Keela B has a lot to say.
Why?
She said,
be quiet, Keela.
She said, it's right. Hold on. He said, it's his right. She said, black people love to say someone is a sellout. She agreeing with you, Art. She said, we have no idea what God told him to do. Well, we do, because he said it was on tape.
We didn't know what he told him to do that night when he left.
That's really not fair to make that assumption. And she said, facts, Art. So she agreed with you. You coming off the wrong foot.
Yeah, right. The beat shit.
Maybe God had him plant a seed. Sometimes the mission isn't complete in our eyes. It doesn't mean his part isn't done. And she said something I said wasn't true. I couldn't believe she said that.
That's not true, Aaron. Read again.
So Crystal says Jackson State football team has a new locker room.
Yeah.
Got the other thing. Maybe a new football field because of Coach Prime.
That's right.
But when he left,
he had to go.
Okay. All right. So
I would have left. They could have kissed my ass. You don't keep stealing from me, and I'll spend all my money in that. And niggas breaking in my shit, stealing shit, breaking in my son's shit, stealing his shit. You think I'm gonna stay? Y'all don't want to protect me? I'm down here trying to do something for y'all niggas. Y'all want to pay me like y'all supposed to pay me. I can't get no damn protection for me or my thing. I'm out of here. I'm taking these niggas with me too.
Let's make this clear. This is when he said God sent him to go.
One of the other areas that why we wanted you to come here is because you could have taken any coaching job. Mm-hmm. You could have coached pro, you could have coached college, but you decided to coach HBCU. Okay? And I'm a Chicago guy, and I grew up watching Walter Payton.
Yeah.
And he went to Jackson State. And,
Amen.
And why? Why HBCU? What?
That was all God. Let me tell you how. I interviewed for 3 jobs, and I know I killed it. Not only did I kill it, I did the Dougie when I walked out that thing. I was so prepared and so on point and so progressive. I gave them a 3 to 5 year plan. This is how it was going to look under Prime. This is going to be a whole new beginning for your universities. This is what we're going to do. This is the kind of guys we're going to attract. These are the kind of kids. We're going to get kids that are smart, tough, fast, disciplined with character. We're going to do this. The marketability is going to do that. We're going to take your profile up. Or we're going to have a new stadium here, or the one that needed it. We're going to do. I mean, I had it all down. And God said, no. I'm going to close those doors because I need you to go right there. I said, come on, Lord, come on, man. Now, that right there has more problems than a math book. HBCUs, am I lying? Okay, but he said, yeah, but I know they have more problems than a math book, but you got solutions. Not only do you have solutions, you got nerve. Not only do you have nerve, but you have believability and knowledge and wisdom and understanding. So I've kept you in the dark coaching youth and coaching high school for 15 years. Now it's time for me to bring you in the light because I know what you're going to bring to the table. And when I brought it, I brought it. And when I did it, I did it. And I hadn't stopped. So it's not a day to go by. I'm not thinking of ways to enhance not just Jackson State, all HBCUs. I'm calling everything out.
And then he left.
Damn right.
Because I'm listening to what he said. If you look at the last 3 years, he actually did that.
And then he left.
Maybe that was his call. He did.
What more is he supposed to do?
No,
Thank you.
He's
no,
not
listen,
okay.
listen.
He's not Eddie Robinson. He wasn't gonna stay at Grambling State 50 years. That wasn't gonna happen.
If somebody wanted Eddie would have left.
No, listen, what I'm saying, the momentum was there. Because like I said he had solutions, he had nerve, so this problem about them stealing from him and misappropriating funds. Oh, so you ain't got nerve for that? You ain't got solutions for that? You're gonna quit on everybody? And see, because here's my thing, here's my big picture. Big celebrity black man has an opportunity to lift up and actually correct, because in that same interview he said he was correcting the way the kids eat at Jackson State, and he called the companies in. Why y'all feeding them this little stuff? And he brought new companies in to find out where the lie is. Then you find out who the lie is and you eliminate the lie. Also, you can't bring in your security team and find out where the guy who let the guy in
Who paying for that shit?
No,
Who can pay for it?
You don't have to pay to call a meeting, because he said when he go to Colorado State, he bringing his own security, so he paying for that.
Because he got the money to pay for it.
Okay, so why don't he pay for that?
Because he didn't have the money. They was only paying him $300,000 a year, and half of that shit was going back to the school.
That was his idea. That was it. I'm just saying, can we agree though that this black man had a chance to elevate at least one HBCU to a level it's never been before, and he stopped.
Hey,
and then Colorado said, we ain't got the money yet, but we get it.
Oh, they gonna get it, and that's the whole point.
Maybe somebody looking at it at a wrong point of view. He got you started.
Oh, he didn't say that though.
Yes, he did. Basically, because he brought the blueprint. He brought the blueprint for how to do shit right.
He didn't say nothing about starting it. Okay, so
but if it was a 3 to 5 year plan, even though his plan may have been for somewhere else, he applied that 3 to 5 year plan there.
We're adding to what he said. If you stick to what the man said, it sounds like I'm here to do this job, and then don't look like the job is done. We won a championship. The stuff will start to get a momentum, and then you're gone.
But remember,
nobody's gonna replace him with the same star power and attention that he brought.
Remember this: when you were at a HBCU, most of them don't go to play for a national championship. They play bowl games. So what he did was he got them a SWAC championship, and he won a bowl game. His 3 years at Jackson State, he only lost 3 games or 4 games. He had said he had killed any interview he went in. So what I'm getting out of it, I'm taking from what he said that when he went to Jackson State, it was still the 3 to 5 that he was going to do. So in 3 years, he actually exceeded what he did. He met the 3-year program. He met the 3-year criteria. In the midst of being stolen from, lied to, and being sold a bill of goods, and had to switch everything they did. You just said he had to get dietitians in there. They got a stadium. He paying for them to fly everywhere. That's over exceeding what he did.
Gotcha.
Then he go to Colorado and he making $5 million. Most men don't chase the bag. Number one, you going from 300,000 to 5 million. You gonna chase the bag because men, you got to look at it from this standpoint. Cause coming from a sports perspective, he's a Florida State alum. He came to Jackson State, showed them what he could do at this level. One of the reasons he took the Colorado job is to show what he can do at the higher level. So when his alma mater come calling, that's where he gonna go.
I'm telling you, I've been thinking that the whole time.
How long was his contract?
I don't know. I didn't get the years. I didn't get the years.
It's funny how once that contract expired.
Hey, guess what, man? You know how many coaches leave in the middle of contracts? Say, I'm out of here to go get a better job.
Mm-hmm.
That's what Mel Tucker, the previous coach at Colorado, did. He only stayed 1 year, went right to Michigan State.
Let me say this, man. Look, this whole talk of blueprint, he exceeded all that stuff, and most men go chase the bag. Like, look, Malcolm was offered a whole lot of money to change his tune. So was Martin Luther King. So was anybody who was doing something for the entire state of black consciousness or black people. They were offered money by the American government to change your tune. These people said no.
So you mean to tell me that you want to make Deion Sanders into Martin Luther King Jr.?
No, but people put the same weight on Deion Sanders because this is what comes with the job. When you say God sent you to a HBCU to elevate it,
that's the problem.
No, people will make you the Martin Luther King of college sports.
That's the problem.
That's what comes with it, though.
No, that's what's wrong with niggas. That's what's wrong with niggas right there.
That's what
niggas think niggas supposed to come do some shit for free for them all the time. Niggas think they supposed to get the hookup deal, this and that and the other. You gonna get 3% of what what regular people get, and we should be cool because we all black people together. That's bullshit, man.
No,
hey,
that's bullshit, man.
Hey, it's a time and a place for everything. Ain't that the first verse in Ecclesiastes? A time to be born, a time to die. You could be sent, but guess what? Where you sent, is many examples in the Bible that you sent somewhere and the person or place or whatever or the city don't follow or abide by what's being done. So when that's not being done, God gave us free will. But when you doing your thing and you showing that you doing your thing and they're not helping you do it, it's time to walk away.
That's all I'm saying. If niggas wanted him to stay there, niggas wanted him to stay there so damn bad, then why not bring that man some money? Because he done shows you what he can do.
Stealing it.
Oh, but you don't do that. You steal from him. It's like, what motherfucker would stay? So you gotta have some sense because it's business at the end of the day.
So God didn't know he was gonna be stolen from?
Man, look, God sent him, but God did not send him to be stupid.
No, I'm asking you, did God know that he was?
I'm answering your question. No, God sent if God sent him there, because if you taking his word that God sent him, okay? He said, but everybody say God speaks to me and all other shit or whatever. So
only go by what he said.
Fine. If God actually told him to go, that don't mean he told him to be a fool.
I'm not saying that. I'm asking
so just because God said go, don't mean that you can't leave.
But that's not my question. My question is, did God know he was going to be stolen from?
How can I answer that for God?
But God knows everything, right?
Well, that's fine and dandy. So he know he was gonna get stolen from.
Yeah.
And then he knew, and God knew that was gonna come to the light, and niggas was gonna find out that Jackson State was stealing from the nigga, and then maybe the other HBCUs to act right.
But God told him he had solutions. So did God say leave, or did God say
the solutions was for the football field?
Because I'm thinking you missing that. All the stuff that he did were solutions.
Got it.
They were solutions.
I'm not even negating that.
Getting him a football field, paying for a whole lot of stuff he shouldn't have been paying for.
Got it.
Everything he needs, dietitians, everything. Now it's up to Jackson State to keep that alive. It's just
Thank you.
Totally understand that.
It's on the institution.
Hold on, Art. I totally get it. But to leave before the job is done.
His job was done.
Now let me say what I consider. Let me say what I consider the job being done.
Okay.
You have the school going on an uptick in not only enrollment, but in his football class and all of that.
Check.
So it sounds like he's implementing all these solutions that you're saying. All of these suckers are going in there and he's doing it well, right? Now on this uptick, I'm out. So now it's just like limbo. Now it's like
you're not taking into consideration what happened at the school, Aaron.
I just said that. I just acknowledged that.
Okay, so if it's on the rise, like you're saying, because what Deion is doing, if Jackson State is constantly pulling him down because they snatch him from what he's doing, because that has a lot to do with everything that's going on. You're not going to stay at no place where you're being mistreated, stolen from. At some point, the free will that God gave Jackson State, they took it and ran with it. So if you're pushing the prophet out, and I'm just throwing stuff like, if you push the prophet out, the prophet is trying to tell you this is what we're doing, and you see the elevation of what I'm bringing to you, yet you listening to the devil, and he pulling you down, it's time for me to go. And I'm going to go somewhere where I don't have to do all this work and make myself feel wanted. I'm not staying nowhere where I'm being stolen from, and I'm paying for you to do something. No, that don't get down with me.
I look, I'm just saying that man had made a decision, and I don't have nothing to say, but I'm just saying it's just a lot of fallout for him to say God sent.
Now it's on Jackson State though.
Man,
they can go fine.
Whatever. But if it's Jackson State's fault, then Jackson State is bigger than God. Anyway.
No. See, this is the thing. You taking what he said about God sending him too damn serious. This is why I say that. I'm about to tell you, hold on. This is what I'm saying. I'm gonna say it again. Okay. You hear niggas all the time talking about some God spoke to me, God told me this, and God told me that. And they be out here on the ziggity boom, hoeing in the street, doing all kind of bullshit. God ain't saying shit to you. So let's just say, for instance, that this is one of those times where it's just a nigga just kind of talking. Okay. Hey, God spoke to me. Whatever. It's all about what you come there to do, ultimately. Fine. God could have told you to go to Walmart and buy some chicken. Fine. You went and did it. Fine. That's over with. God told you to go down there to Jackson State and get them niggas in line. What did he do? They was 12-0 this season. They won every single game, including the bowl game. You mean to tell me that man didn't accomplish what he went to go accomplish? He did what the hell he was supposed to do. The point is, the HBC did not do what they were supposed to do. They did not hold true to their word. They lied and connived him. I'll be damned if God tell you, go somewhere, fix some shit. Oh, yeah, and by the way, when they steal from you and fuck you up, stay there. Bullshit. No.
Okay. Hey, let me read these comments, because obviously y'all wrong, and y'all don't love God.
Comments.
Okay, so
ain't nobody wrong but your ass.
I love God more than y'all. Okay, so look, Keela says, if a woman told you that God told her to name a man, and he was to name a man,
she was to marry a man.
Oh, she's to marry a man. Okay.
Yeah.
And he was beating her butt every day. If she decides to leave, would you say that God didn't tell you to leave? We'd have to use Rashawn here. What is Rashawn?
Reason. She probably meant to say reason.
Oh, okay. But look, there's scriptural exits for abuse like that. So, God got,
God is not going to send a woman to get her ass beat. Okay. Let's just keep it real.
So obviously she got it wrong.
Maybe not the author of confusion. Are we forgetting that part?
Exactly. So if he told him to go,
so it ain't no confusion.
It is.
If a motherfucker is stealing from you.
Let me get to the comments.
Go ahead.
Chris says, Aaron, you can't compare that to Martin Luther King. I can. It's a parallel there.
No, it ain't.
Sheila says, Aaron, you are really stuck on one thing. You make God seem small. Ooh.
Cut your ass. Cut the fuck up. Take your hat off. That's what's clogging your brain, and raggedy ass hat.
Crystal agrees with Damon. And Keela says, God says, well done. Tanya says, I would have liked to see him leave after the boys that he started with finished playing and or graduated. Good point. Crystal says, I'm told that president of Jackson State wasn't necessarily in agreement with Coach Prime. And I heard that too. And then Chris said, nah, Aaron, that's not correct. Sometimes God can send you on a mission to learn because he is preparing you for a bigger challenge. Then he should have said that.
Hey, how you know he didn't?
You're real literal right now, cuz you are.
I can only go by what he's saying.
First you live real literal, and then you get vague in a motherfucker.
No, I don't. I can only go by what he's saying.
Because I get that you're going by what he's saying, but yeah, I mean,
what did the man do?
Hold on though. He's in front of now. Tell me if I'm wrong. Wasn't this interview in Jackson State? The interview he did, was that in front of the students of Jackson State?
I'm not sure where it was.
Well, he was in front of students, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so he gonna one thing about Neon Deion, prime time, he's very charismatic. And he knows what to say to get the people behind him. Mm-hmm. So I'm not, you taking the literal part of him saying God told him to be there, probably did. But who knows what he said when he left? And maybe he don't want to put it out there because he put what he said, God said out, and then he already been ridiculed because the fellas are stealing from the Jackson State. HBCUs, because of Deion Sanders, have gotten players they're not supposed to have gotten in the last 3 years.
Yep. And all that stuff y'all saying is good. I'm not negating.
What I'm saying, and I hear what you're saying, but the literal part of what you're saying is I can't take it verbatim because there's a part of it. You taking some verbatim he put out there that he wanted people to know.
Mm-hmm.
So if you put something out there that they wanted to know, and then all of a sudden nobody is coming out, you hear what Jackson State did, who bashing them? All they want to do is bash the brother that left that wanted to get his money.
Thank you.
Care y'all.
Thank you.
Care y'all.
All right.
Ain't no niggas talking about, ooh, Jackson State shouldn't have did that shit. Ooh, they shouldn't have been stealing.
I said that they shouldn't have stole from him.
Then that should be your point, that they shouldn't have stole from his ass and he will still be there if they wasn't so damn crooked.
Once you bring God up,
once
you bring God up, my eyebrows go up.
Well, fine. He brought God up in the beginning when he first got there. Your eyebrows should have went up then.
They did.
Okay.
That's when it went up.
Now it's a new day.
Now my eyebrows are still up. Like,
I can't say the man is where you supposed
it's a new day now.
All right.
God told him to go and do. He went and did. Now it's time to go do some other shit.
All right, we got 2 other guys to get to. All right. So we're gonna leave that one alone because all y'all wrong. Okay, so look, we're gonna
you know what? I say that in the spring we can go burn down all his fucking bushes in the front of his yard for that shit. Okay. Now go ahead.
All right, we gonna go to another athlete.
Herschel.
Yeah, we going to Herschel, man.
Look, this is quick. He a big dummy. Don't nobody give a shit. His son don't walk straight, and we don't give a shit.
Yeah, I'm with him with the red fox. He is a big dummy.
Like
he's
like the smartest animal. That coon. That's what he is.
Yeah, and did you hear him say? People call me a coon, but I'm from the country. The coon is the smartest animal. Why would you even attach yourself? Why would you even address somebody calling you that and then stick the stigma to you?
Because
the whole thing about werewolves and vampires. That was like a 45-minute speech.
Yeah.
I
actually tuned him out when he was talking. So I really what he said.
Okay, so why? Here's the question I have, and I know you guys know the obvious answer. What kind of country did we live in when the race between him and Warnock was so close? He almost won that sucker.
I tell you,
it was going like this.
Let me tell you, ain't nobody gonna like what I'm about to say.
How is that different from any other thing?
Let that marinate. Ain't nobody gonna like what I'm about to say.
Okay.
Say it with your chest then.
Ain't none of them niggas worth a damn.
Say it with your chest.
That's why the race was so close. Because that Warnock nigga ain't shit, and they the same bullshit. They the same piece of shit. Ain't nothing new about none of them niggas. They ain't even where they at unless they was out there kissing ass and sucking dick in the first damn place. Right, let's just keep it real. Let's keep it real.
Come on, Art. So who's
real?
I'm gonna say this. The reason why it was so close is the previous race for presidency.
Oh yeah.
Once Mr. Trump got MAGA, Make America Great Again, everybody knew what that meant. Mm-hmm. We finna get back to slavery days, y'all. You Sambos finna go to the back of the bus again. Mm-hmm. All you jigaboos gonna be where y'all need to be. Let's just be honest. If we be honest with ourselves, and then there's always the how Martin said on Life, oh yard boy, it's always them. You got your house Negroes, your Uncle Toms, and you got the ones that shaking hands with the devil because they want to get ahead in life.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? They want to get ahead, and they feel like if they shake hands with the devil and they sell their soul like they Ghost Rider, and they can automatically get to the top. But when you lie and when you say, Cause Mikey and Herschel were good friends.
Really?
Yeah, they went to Georgia together.
That's my cousin, y'all. Really?
That's my uncle. They went. We was talking to Thanksgiving. He was like, "Man, that fool didn't graduate. He didn't graduate from Georgia at all. He left for the NFL and then went to the USFL. He didn't graduate at all, and he damn sure wasn't top of his class. He was an idiot back then. So then he lied. Then he come out and say all this stupid stuff to make the brothers like this. What is he talking about? That's the first thing. I'm like, man, you got to. Then his son comes out and say, son is pretty as he want to be, but he comes out.
He passed prissy. He might go ahead and get him some pads and a bra.
I've never seen anything like it in my life.
Hey, it's a testament to what Herschel.
Here's the killing part though, Art. What he said about his daddy came from the heart. That man ain't been around me. He never wanted to take care of me. He sat there and beat my mama. He came out and said, my father ain't worth a damn.
Yeah.
So as gay as he is, he know that his father ain't worth a pot to piss.
I would have ran away too, though. I would have ran.
Because at the end of the day, Herschel Walker really made himself, and I don't know how y'all feel about it, he really made himself really look like a class A idiot.
Yeah, he did.
And the white people were gonna vote him in because they knew they control him. He's a puppet.
Look, man.
Well,
So is that Warnock nigga.
That was the main reason.
So
that was actually, to me, the reason. They knew if they got that dude in, they could control him.
But see, all of them are being controlled. See, understand, any of us that are at that level running for office, okay, already got our heels dug in with the white folk. It ain't like you out here talking some revolutionary shit and you running for mayor. Hell no. It ain't gonna happen. You got to talk the same shit they talk. It's just a different label. Okay, you're liberal. Okay, you're conservative. Okay, you supposed to be for niggas, and you really don't give a fuck either way it go. But either way it go, it's all the same shit. And this is what I'm saying. Who gives a damn about Herschel or Warnock or whatever the hell they got going on down there in Georgia? Because it's all screwed up any damn way.
But those are the choices. So you got to pick one.
No, you don't. You just don't go vote for neither one of them.
Hey, the lieutenant governor of Georgia said he went in there and he didn't pick either one.
Right, he did. He did say that.
Either one of them.
For real though.
And I respect that. I actually respect that. Yeah. I actually respect. I'd rather not vote for either one of you clowns as opposed to putting a clown in there. Sometimes the lesser of two evils just don't work.
It ain't no less.
Okay. Well, just in case you guys forgot about how crazy this guy would come up with stuff, let me just kind of refresh your memory.
Oh shit!
The air. Our good air decided to float over to China, bad air. So when China gets our good air, their bad air gotta move. So it moves over to our good air space. And now we gotta clean that back up.
Cain killed Abel, and that's the problem that we have. And I said, what we need to do is look into how we can stop those things. He talked about doing a disinformation. What about getting a department that can look at young men, that's looking at women, that's looking at just social media? What about doing that, looking into things like that, and we can stop that way? But yet they want to just continue to talk about taking away your constitutional rights. And I think about this, because at one time, science said man came from apes. Did it not? That's when you go to the science.
Every time I read or hear that, I think to myself, you just didn't read the same Bible I did.
Well, this was interesting, though. If that is true, why are there still apes?
Well, that's a good-ass question. Why are there still apes if we come from monkeys? Shouldn't be none. They should all be niggas now, shouldn't they? He a fool. He a fool.
Yeah, man.
This man said
Cain killed Abel, and we need to do something about that.
Yeah, we need to get rid of him. That's what we need to do about it.
You make all people just feel stupid.
Hey, that was a good one. Because what he said, what tickled me is he said, we need to go on social media and stop the men from looking at the women. What the hell does that have to do with anything? I couldn't believe this dude said, what do you mean, sir? What does that have to do with anything?
No, the question I think was about. I think the question was about.
I'm still brain dead idiots like you still walking around here.
I think the question was.
Minds want to know.
But I think the question was about, trying to, not have our rights taken away. So he was talking about it in that sense, like we need to focus on this.
All right,
but regardless of the fact,
you trying to make sense of what this nigga?
No, I ain't. I damn sure ain't. Okay, I'm just saying that he was trying to.
I'm just saying shit. Now you can't make no kind of sense on what that nigga done said. It shouldn't make no sense to nobody or nothing.
I'm just saying what the question he was trying to answer to me.
I totally get it. I know what he was trying to do, but the example and the analogy
what Crystal got to say?
Crystal said, "No, Art. People have to vote. Honestly,
Crystal, hell."
Yeah, he done cut himself off being so honorary. And also, Crystal said, "Aaron, you forgot that Herschel was deputized.
Oh, was
right.
It was only an honorary thing.
You think they need to give that clown a gun?"
Man, look, Look, I don't like none of these niggas. All
Let
right?
me ask you a question, and I already know how Art's gonna say. I mean, he is a brother, though, right?
To who?
I mean, Herschel. No matter how ignorant he is still a brother.
He ain't no brother.
I mean, do we have any love for this brother? Because
no,
why not? We just gonna hate our own.
So now, were we supposed to have love for him just because he's black?
Let me say this
a little bit.
Shit,
I'm gonna say this.
No, not at all.
Shit. I'm gonna say this, cuz
it don't work that way.
Depths of my soul, I promise you, come. I feel sorry for him.
Yeah.
I really feel sorry for him because he is not intelligent enough to realize that he is the blackface in the movies back in the 20s. He don't have enough sense to know that he's the yard boy. He don't have enough sense to know that he's the house nigga.
Maybe
he don't have enough sense. So I because he's a black man, I understand. I love him. Maybe some Crystal brought a good point. Maybe he got CTE, got too many concussions.
Yeah.
He don't realize that what he's doing is not only bringing himself down, it's making us look worse.
Yeah.
Because you're trying to represent us and you want us to buy this crap.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So it's not that I don't have love for him. I feel more sorry for him than anything.
Look, I want to know who told the nigga he could run for office anyway.
Donald Trump.
Trump out. Yeah, the Trump out.
Okay,
He's trying to represent us through the white people.
So it ain't nothing to talk about then. I mean, we know what he is.
You want to know why Donald Trump endorsed him? Because he played for his USFL team.
Oh yeah, and then he can do his bidding. He can do his bidding.
So he knew that this dude wasn't playing with the ace and queen of spades 30 years ago.
Ace and queen.
Hey man, let's just sum this one up. Let's sum up the Herschel talk. Okay, let's just get rid of Herschel. We have to agree that we have to go head down to Myers and look for Herschel. This is it.
Wait a minute. I think you're wrong. I don't think we need to go to Myers. We just need to find him, period. He does not deserve that long walk, that short walk to Myers. Okay, he don't deserve that walk.
Catch him in his yard.
Smack shit out his ass right off rip. That's
listen, he probably somewhere doing some push-ups right now.
Yeah, he can't stop working out.
I just think the brothers just need some compassion. That's all.
Man, look, somebody
just a little, man. Just because he's a brother.
You want to give that man compassion, and you want to make Primetime look like an evil man.
No, I didn't. I just questioned his time in believing. That's all. I said, Coach Prime did what he did, and I don't have nothing to say about it. I'm just thinking about the kids, and like I said, when you bring up God, you make me turn around and say what? Now, had he just said, I'm going down here, I'm going to take this coaching job, and then he quit, I'd be like, hey, that's the way the ball bounces. But you said God told you to do it, which denotes a bigger mission.
Turn your radar on. I get it. I understand.
Man, come
That's
on.
where I'm stuck.
Wait a minute. Didn't we move on?
Yeah. Art brought him back up. All right. The last guy we finna talk about is Pat Pastor Jamal Bryant. Okay, now he's the pastor of New Birth Church down in Atlanta. He's the successor of Eddie Long, right? So this is what he said in an interview, and I couldn't believe it.
I'm after people who don't go to church. And a lot of churches are just recycling people from other churches. That's not who I'm after. I'm looking for people that smell like weed. I'm at a place, Rashawn. Really, New Birth is the largest land-owning black church in America.
Wow.
And so my position to my deacons is, why aren't we not raising cannabis? I'll be able to bring in black males. They're able to do it legally. I'm teaching them farming.
Oh, my God.
I'm helping them to enhance the ecosystem. This is the kind of conversation. So if the guy, black boy in Bankhead, said, they growing weed at the church, where do I join?
Yes.
I don't need no pamphlet for him. You know?
Right.
He coming in. And that's the group that I'm going after.
That's that nigga smoke. That nigga get high. He get high.
Hey, look.
What other reason is he looking
These are the niggas that y'all gonna see on Sunday for spiritual enlightenment.
Why would you want people that grow, or why would you want weed heads in the church?
Look, why you want to grow weed? Why don't you just grow some berries?
They already in there, but why are you going to target them? Why are you going to target them to bring them to your church?
And give them more weed to entice them to come to church.
So, I mean, we just selling throughout the whole congregation at this point.
Yeah. So the church is going to become a weed house.
Yeah. Pastor getting high too, right there.
Why didn't the nigga say that we was gonna grow some collard greens out here on this land we got? Why ain't
the baptismal pool? We doing it all.
He said he's not. Yes, he said he's not after. He want people who smell like weed. He said culture changes every 4 years. Church culture changes every 20, and he's trying to make church culture fit into culture. When that's the other way around. The world ain't supposed to the church is not supposed to follow the world.
Now where do we go find his ass at?
I understand the concept. His method is wrong though. I understand he's a backslider. I get it. Most pastors that I know do want to get the backslider. The problem is they're not using worldly methods to get them. What they're trying to do is get them to understand what God means and how he's important in your life. And that's the main objective. Now, I didn't know he said that. What you're doing to me as a prominent pastor over the largest black church in America, what you're saying basically is, come on, we gonna grow weed.
We're gonna get high after church.
We gonna get it in. Your message is wrong.
Now it's a lot of people out there. They
you gonna get the people to join if that's the case. Atlanta finna flock to New Birth.
Right, but you got a lot of people that learn better high anyway.
That's true.
One right there. You focus more when you're high.
Or you are stupid.
You know.
It's sad, man, because
make me go to sleep.
But when he first said it, I'm like, oh, okay. When he first said it, I want to get the other people. I'm thinking, okay, man, I hope he got a decent plan because they ain't trying to come to church. This dude said he gonna get the cannabis. Let's grow some cannabis. And the people on Bankhead are gonna be like, Bankhead, you might have niggas traveling all the way from Florida to come to New Birth. They can get high
from California.
They're gonna be everywhere. So I understand the gist of his message, but his methodology is wrong.
This is the thing, though. This is the thing, okay? He don't care about them getting right with God. Otherwise, he wouldn't be talking about no cannabis.
Mm-hmm.
If you say that you want these guys to get in the church, and the only way you can get black men to come to the church is to talk about weed, and this is how you think about it, something's wrong with the black church.
I think we all
It ain't,
looking at it
it
the
ain't
wrong
necessarily nothing wrong with the. It is definitely wrong. Something wrong with the people. But damn it, it's something wrong with this church that you got to say we can grow some weed, and we can get these niggas out of here that like weed that come to the church, and we can grow cannabis and I want them niggas out there that like cannabis that smell like weed.
He might be trying to get him a jet. He might be trying to get his own personal jet.
Correct me if I'm wrong, fellas. The black church already got a whole lot of problems going on with different being flips, and you know, I ain't trying to be funny, but it's already the black church already got a blackout. What you trying to do? Swell it up?
Well, you know what? I'll say this: the black church is directly connected to these HBCUs also, and I'm telling you right now, is all you want to, okay? With your ugly ass Santa hat on, okay? You can do that shit all you want to, but I'm telling you, when we talk about black people that got some control, that got some power, that can really do some things. What do they really do? They don't do anything for the communities. These are the type of conversations they having. Well, we got all this land, we can grow weed. How about an actual farm? Grow some greens and some potatoes and you know what I'm saying? And you talk about growing weed.
I got you, Art. I totally get it.
Let's go find his ass. Okay, let's go get him.
So counterproductive to the church. The Bible
says, got gas in the truck.
It's very counterproductive.
It's counterproductive. He says, the Bible says, "Whom the Son set free is free indeed," and you can't be free under this kind of bondage. You're selling bondage.
That nigga crazy.
Because
and the woman, she's sitting there like, "Oh my God, yes, yes."
Look at her face. She want to fire one up right there.
She was high in the conversation. Both of them was high. They had just got finished blowing. Like, nigga, you ain't said nothing yet.
The way she was looking, I'm surprised she ain't lift up no some Cavassier like that. What you talking about? I'm gonna go.
You know what? Yeah. You know what? Listen, I would, if I was standing there, I would say, well, how do you reconcile this story in the Bible where Jesus made a cord of strings and started beating people out of the church that was gambling and selling and all that stuff?
Exactly.
If you growing cannabis, what do you think Jesus would do?
Art brought up a great point. This is the biggest black church in America. You mean to tell me you ain't got acres and acres of land where you can grow food and help the needy and help the hungry? You can't set up a chicken farm or a turkey farm, and you got naturally growing things. You don't need steroids. You shooting a bird up and it look like Hercules when you kill it. You know what I'm saying?
For real.
I mean, real talk. You got acres and acres and acres of land all through the state of Georgia, in Alabama, and everywhere where there's a new birth, there is land attached to that church. So you need to tell me you'd rather grow cannabis instead of going to grow some food, raising some animals, some beef, whatever it is you want to do. So when the times get here, you are the one that's feeding the people when they need it, instead of you sitting there getting high with some shit in your hand, and you got the brothers on Bankhead ready to do whatever. It makes sense. I just thought that what he started off and how he finished was a whole left turn.
Hey man, the next thing he gonna do is start running hoes out the church. Cause we gotta get the prostitutes too. Let's get them hoes in here, and me and them deacons be go ahead and have a little fun with them. You know what I'm saying?
As crazy as our is, they have a point.
He may have a point.
Yeah, because it's a slippery slope. As soon as you start doing stuff and twisting the scripture to justify it, it's gone. But let me get what Crystal said.
You can see he don't read the book.
Yeah, Crystal says he wants money coming into the church from selling cannabis. He said he wants money that cannabis would bring in.
Yeah, of course. Because it's legal.
Yeah. So
and that's a lot of money.
It's a $1 billion industry, man.
Yeah, because people getting high, and it's not scriptural to get high. So look,
I want that money.
Look, he also said that the church at large is pro-choice. At its core is pro-choice. That means that you don't have to make Jesus Christ your personal Lord and Savior, you have that choice. You don't have to come to church. You have that choice. You don't have to do anything the Bible says to do. You have that choice. So he said, ultimately, the church is really pro-choice. It's all about choices. And I was like, okay, so what does that have to do with abortion, sir? Because that's what you're really trying to say. Because there's scriptures in the Bible that condemn abortion, but you're trying to switch them to make it seem like, it doesn't say what it says. It's very clear about that. So I if I was going to New Birth and he said that, I'd be gone.
I'll cut his knees. I'll cut his kneecaps.
Well, hey, I mean, in all honesty, pro-choice, it's abortion. But remember, Atlanta, LGBTQ.
Ooh, they down there, boy.
Remember that too now. Remember that too. That's a part of pro-choice as well.
Yeah, it is.
That's a big community.
Man, look, when I was down there at Morehouse, I'll be walking through campus and you'll see members of the Glee Club walking down and shit. It'd be 3, 4, 5 of them together. One of them got on a meat coat, full length meat coat. You know what I'm saying? That half of them switching, the other one trying to be right, but know what he doing in the dark. You know what I'm saying? No,
I ain't trying to. I don't know Jamal Bryant, but you saying pro-choice?
Oh, you know that.
That's the first thing that came to my mind.
You know
Atlanta
that,
is the San Francisco of the East.
Hey,
so
David, you know that nigga. You know him.
Yeah, okay, I know him.
But I'm not trying to judge any of those guys. I'm just saying his doctrine is wrong.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, he's fixing his doctrine to fit. Like
I'm a judge.
His doctrine is he's trying to fit everything.
I'm a judge his ass because the book say judge a nigga. I'm a judge a nigga. You ain't shit. Your mama ain't shit.
The book
ain't shit.
The book does not say judge. It says judge.
It does.
Ye be judged.
It say the saints will judge. We are the saints.
This is when it's over.
No,
while we're
right
here,
now.
Judge now.
No,
judge
right now. We supposed to go and judge. We supposed to go to our brother, say, act right, fool. Don't do that. That's judgment. That's saying, hey, look, you doing wrong. That's judgment.
All right.
Okay.
I just think that his doctrine, because you nailed it, I just think that's a huge part of the doctrine because where he's located.
Oh yeah, and he's trying to make it fit the culture.
Yeah.
All right. So let's come to an agreement. How many bullets you bringing? Hightower?
I'm not bringing no bullets.
All right. Kelly, how many bullets you bringing?
I think I need to bring all I have.
What about you, Damon?
Bullets for what? First of all, I ain't
for his ass.
Hey, if you watch them old movies, when you watch them barbarian movies, bad luck. They say it's always bad luck to kill a wizard. It's bad luck to kill a pastor. I ain't going out like that.
Ain't no bad luck to kill that man.
I'm not doing it.
He want weed and hoes in the church.
He ain't even done that yet.
Man, it's on its way, bro.
I just think that you are going to create more chaos because you cannot. Because people are not going to come for the word. They're going to come for the weed. They're going to come for weed.
They already coming for the hoes. Matter of fact, they already in the church because they down there dressed half naked every damn day anyway.
I'm talking about the weed right now. Yeah. They're going to come for the weed. And when they can't get the, I mean, they'll come for free. Oh, I guess the money they're going to pay. And then if they're not going to stay for the word. And if they get weed, they're going to go out in the parking lot and smoke it.
That's what the problem
is. Getting high in the pew.
Yeah, I'm about to say at that point, they're probably just gonna make it okay.
Because, like I say, the hole is already there. So now, like you know how it is. Whenever you go to the club, you go before all the niggas get there. Because usually the girls get there early because they get in free, right? So you go early with the women. You can get your pick early. You see, because the niggas is coming. Because the girls is there. Okay, so the hoes is there in the church. He need a little something to get them to say, "Hey, there's some hoes over there and some weed. We can go over there and get both. We ain't got to get the hoes out here, and we can get them all together in the same place at church right here in Atlanta."
So you know what? Yeah, Art can turn the whole New Birth into a new brothel.
It is a brothel. Anytime you got a man talking about he's gonna bring in some men with weed, something wrong. That means he bringing in hoes with what?
I'm not gonna say that. We are saying we will lose viewership if you think we're gonna repeat that.
He bringing in hoes. He got the hoes down there with him.
Atlanta is like I said, it's an up and coming popping city. It's next to San Francisco. It is the biggest LGBTQ community in this country.
Mm-hmm.
He's set right dead center in the middle of Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
He sit in the capital city / one, the biggest city in Georgia. So what he gonna do is he's gonna monopolize any way he can. That's what I got out. I'm paraphrasing, but that's what I got out of that.
He's taking advantage of the people.
He's gonna monopolize. He like Tony Montana. He gonna get all this money and he gonna do what he do. He's gangster.
I just don't think he's going about it the right way. I just think when they get to this little celebrity status, they kind of go left and they start having things that they think is the right way, and nobody, just because he's the pastor, nobody's telling him no.
Man, only a pimp can get on TV and say, I'm gonna get some weed in the church so I can get niggas in here who like weed. Only a pimp can say that and get away with it.
Like I said, I thought he was going somewhere different with him. I was actually behind him. I don't want recycled church people because they bring their own issues. Let me try to save the ones who ain't in church. I'm thinking he gonna take that and run with that in a way that, oh, okay, Jamal, this dude said that we finna sell cannabis.
Man, you gotta really look at it. You know, he looked like one of them real.
You know it's cold blooded, and you know he want to do it when he go to the deacons. When you go to the deacons, that means you're really trying to put it in. You trying to
put it in motion. Yeah, you putting it in motion. Yeah,
you set that thing in motion because you went and had a conversation with the deacon board. You can't.
Hey, look, listen. You can see that he one of them old, dirty, grimy Southern niggas. Okay.
I'm telling you, I say this, he must be, he done had a few, they not married no more, but he done had a few kids on his wife.
I'm telling you, man, so, he an old grimy ass nigga. And the thing is,
he spread his seed in a whole lot of areas. So I guess they just spread this cannabis too while I'm spreading my seed.
I think about it. This what's wrong with black people. This is why I always say niggas is fucked up, okay? Because we can look at a man like that, hear what he say, watch what he do, won't say shit, won't do nothing, but let Kyrie tell the truth. Let Primetime do the righteous thing he did, because he was righteous in everything he did. Yeah, okay. Let that, and niggas is going crazy. But this man is supposed to be leading a community, talking about growing weed. With hoes in the church. Him and the deacons and the hoes and the weed together.
You can't go all as far as the hoes. We ain't even seen
the hoes been there. The hoes been in the church 25, 30 years. This is why he got kids everywhere. He been hoeing, man. I'm trying to tell you.
Come on, you gotta stick to what the man said.
He a Grammy ass nigga. Let's just put it like that. He a Grammy ass nigga, and he been elevated to some status that he don't deserve, other than pimp, player, and jackass. That's what I'm gonna say.
And dope man. So look,
dope man, yeah, all that.
So look, he don't get no credit for being the only person to graduate with a PhD with a GED.
Who gives a fuck about what them accolades mean?
I'm not. Hey, let me say this.
Accolade don't mean nothing.
I'm not damn fool. I'm not taking away from him per se of what he accomplished in his life. I'm not even taking away the calling on his life. I'm saying what he did and what he's trying to do is backwards.
Yeah. How you gonna have a PhD and this is what you come up with? You supposed to be smart as hell, and you say, you know what, nigga, we'll grow some weed. Come on, man.
All right, to answer that question, I'm gonna answer that question. I get you. I'm gonna answer that question the best way I can. Money talk, BS walk, and he
exactly.
So when that money, when that $1 billion how Nino say $1 million a week when he can get
rubble.
Yeah.
Yeah, when it's come to rubble, he feel like if I can get cannabis in here, we already a huge church. That money gonna come in real pretty. I ain't gotta stab nobody like Nino did. I never liked you anyway.
You ain't got to pay no tax on it.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta go out like that. You can grow you some cannabis.
You ain't gotta pay no tax on any earnings.
You can do all that, and you can not only get the people in, you can get the cats on Bankhead, you can get the cats from Southwest Atlanta, you can get them from Lithonia, you can get them from Decatur, you can get them from everywhere. They coming in with the dope man mentality, like, hey, look here, Jamal, you got to go ahead and we can get on the model, we can make some sales for you, baby. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
yeah,
he What he's trying to do is he's trying to use God to profit for himself.
That's what Deion did.
Ooh, no, he didn't. Stop lying. That's bullshit. Hey, take that hat off. It's clogging your brain.
That's all I'm saying.
It don't even match nothing you got on.
Why is it okay for Deion to do it? I was just asking.
It's a slight difference when you seen the excellence that Deion brought. And
take off that damn hat, man. The hat's fucking
well,
up the whole thing.
When you trying to bring weed in the church.
I get it.
Crystal, what you think about Hightower's hat? Huh?
Crystal
what y'all think about his hat? Tell him to take this damn hat off.
Because someone has higher education, they can still be a fool.
Hell yeah. If you taught by your enemy, you know you're gonna be stupid.
Crystal, what you think of my hat? But I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying.
Shit. He just went down there, got some paper, and walking around with his head in the air like he got some shit going on. No, the only reason why he got the shit he got is because of the white people that oppress and kill his people every damn day.
So let me ask this. If he is opening up the church doors to cannabis, if he don't smoke cannabis, how could he really understand what he's doing? Now, if he's smoking cannabis, then he would understand what he's doing.
Man, think about this. The man is what, 62?
About.
What was he doing 30 years ago?
If he's considering bringing weed into the church, he's smoking.
I'm trying to tell you, he get high for 30 years.
Shit, ain't no.
Even if he didn't smoke, let's just say he didn't smoke. Even if he didn't, he got people in his ear that's out in the street telling him what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Jamal Bryant is not stupid. He may thinking that he's very, when it comes to money, he's very smart.
Mm-hmm.
Very smart.
Oh, damn it, Crystal. Damn it, Crystal.
Crystal like
what Crystal just said.
Crystal like the hat. Hey man, run DMC wore that hat in Christmas and Hollis, bro.
And it was fucked up then too.
Crystal says Aaron's hat's okay. It's just okay.
Yeah,
hey,
it ain't even that.
Hey, they wore in Christmas and Hollis. Santa Claus even had an apple hat on, man. You guys know what I'm saying? It's cool, bro.
Jeremiah 10 verse 1.
All right, I wear my Christmas apple.
There we go. Downey Hathaway, baby.
All right, now you look like a man instead of a damn.
Yeah, this Christmas. I love it.
No, now you want to do that. He made other songs other than that.
I know that.
He made the ghetto. I mean, he made some hits, bro. Little ghetto
Christmas shit.
So we gotta sing "Take It From Me, One Day We'll All Be Free."
Okay, now, cuz I'm looking at you now. You look like one of the Cosby kids. You look like Rudy.
Yeah.
Kids.
Yeah.
Or Fat Albert. That's who you looking like right now.
Hey, what about the nigga that talk like this? I'ma tell you, Albert. Wherever we want to go with.
Ain't that how Rudy used to walk?
Yup. He used to walk. Yeah, he used to walk like he showed did.
Oh my gosh, that's funny, man.
Hey man, look, it ain't nothing like some cool ass cartoons, okay?
Oh man,
nothing like some cool. And I'm so glad you took that. See, now I got respect for you again.
All right, cool.
I don't think you can go past the 80s with the cartoons. That's
right. You're right. You're right. You're right.
When did they come out with the Silverhawks?
The 80s. All that was the 80s.
80s, yeah. Well,
Thundercats, He-Man, Transformers. All that came out. All that came out in the 80s.
80s, right? Yeah.
When you go back though, you got Huckleberry Hound, you got Yogi Bear, you got the Cosby Shakirs, you got Magilla Gorilla, Great Bait. You can't.
Hey man, what's up with that chicken? That chicken be like, oh, I say, what? Oh, and the chicken dog.
That was Foghorn.
Yeah.
That was my guy right there.
Man, he be fucking around with that chicken hawk, man. I'm trying to tell you.
Man, them was great. Tom and Jerry, you had all of them back.
Yeah. Now we got pastors passing weed out in the church.
I don't know. I got an issue with Tom and Jerry, but because they always had that black
that kind of way.
No, they made fun of black women. They had that black mammy in the house that's always in town with the broom.
Yeah, you know the Tom and Jerry. That's a 1940 flick.
Yeah,
that was back.
That was messed up, man. I ain't like that.
Hey, Kelly.
Yeah.
Do you got an issue with your nickname being the bullfrog?
Oh Lord, it's like he just come out the blue with stuff.
Out the blue with shit, don't it? When it's not. I think I remember you saying something like that.
I sent you a text.
Hey, forgive
Oh,
Art.
shit.
He done
Don't
had a
get
couple
me.
cigarettes and a little shot, so he kind of high right now himself.
And he got away with smoking in the house, so he real
Yeah,
happy.
yeah.
He's
So-
feeling himself.
Hey, because when his wife sneak through that door and she smell that cigarette smoke, we'll be seeing text messages of that him sending a picture of him with that cigar. Except he gonna be sitting on the corner of Beach Daily with that cigar.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be sitting in that nigga living room. That's where I'm gonna be.
He's gonna be right there in the corner of Beach Daily, freezing with the smoke in his mouth.
Look, with that nigga Christmas hat on.
So look, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna take a commercial. We supposed to have a commercial done right now, but that was my fault because I dropped the ball. We had an idea, but we ain't gonna.
Oh
ain't
yeah,
gonna
I
get it
forgot
done.
about that. I
Totally forgot about it, man. I ain't even get to call Damon and Kelly.
Oh,
So
we got time.
We'll politic it. We got it. Ain't no thing.
all right. So we're gonna take this commercial and then we go come back with our takeaways and then we going home. All right.
Bullfrog.
Looking for good homemade cuisine at a reasonable price for your next event? Well, look no further. Hightower Catering. The best caterer in the city is just a dial away. Hightower Catering. Let Chef Hightower and his staff bring good food and good moods to your next social event. Hightower Catering. Hightower Catering has a wide array of cuisine made by his own special seasonings. Hightower Catering does it all. Call Hightower Catering today. Hightower Catering. Good food equals good mood. Hightower Catering. Call Hightower Catering at 313-478-6030. That's 313-478-6030. And find us on Instagram and Facebook. Kelly.
Bullfrog.
Yes.
What you got, man? What you got as your takeaway from these three brothers?
I'm not gonna even give a takeaway on your man's Herschel. I refuse. But your pastor's all wrong. I'm sorry, he's just all wrong. I don't know. I don't know how to take that guy at all. You trying to bring weed into the church?
Yeah,
you know, and
road trip.
Right, road trip. But Deion, handle your business, bro.
Talk to me, dog. Talk to me, Bullfrog.
I think my takeaway on that one with Deion, do you. Ain't nobody gonna look out for you but you in the first place, no matter who told you to do what, when, where, and how. Handle your business.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, Aaron, you're wrong on this one.
Your ass. You
are wrong.
All right, so
man, you ain't worth a dime in Chinese money, man. I'll tell you, boy.
All right, Damon, what you got, man?
I'm gonna keep it real honest as I can possibly be. Herschel was an idiot.
Step one.
Pastor Bryant, I don't know what to say. I'm kind of like Kelly on this one. I'm kind of like I get where you coming from, want to get the other people in, but I think your idea is just backwards. It's you opening up a door that you probably will never be able to close.
Mm-hmm.
You will never close that door once you open it. Once you get those people in and you can't get them what they want, and they start politicking it, Pastor, we might need smoke in the basement. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then that means you got to please them because they came in on your word that this is how you wanted them. You took them like this. So you open up a door that you may not be able to close.
Yep.
And as far as Deion, I got a couple things to say, but I'm only going to say this. The man, we can't really say how he did and what the expectations was in his heart and what conversation he had with God or whatever. we can't really say. But what we can see is that Jackson State wouldn't be what it is if it weren't for him being in them 3 years.
Wow.
HBCUs, as far as the sports and all that, wouldn't get some of the recruits that they get if it weren't for Deion. So what he did visually, he did it. That's all I can really say. I know there's a lot behind it. You look at what he accomplished in the short time that he was there. I think he overexceeded what he did, but that's just me.
All right, Art. I see you open the book, but I hope we ain't in for no sermon. What you got?
Shut your ass up. I won't be saying what the other sermon man was saying. First and foremost, Herschel Walker need his ass whooped royally. Need to be sit back to where the fuck he came from, and a pair of gasoline drawers.
Oh no!
Set on fire. That's what the fuck need to happen to Herschel. Okay. The pastor, we just need to take a road trip, go visit him. We probably can't drive to Suburban because it'll cost us too much, but we'll rent a little car and go down there. And we'll fill the back up with bullets. We'll go talk to his silly ass and see if he really want to sell weed still, okay? As for prime time, he did his damn job. And if black people can't see the truth and understand how things supposed to work, if they still feel like you're supposed to still deal with your own people, even after they do you wrong and steal from you, if you think that that's how it's supposed to be, something is wrong with y'all. You need to hold yourselves accountable for the things that happen in your community. You can't say, oh, he's supposed to do everything we want him to do regardless. No, you support him in everything that he's trying to do. He got the wisdom, he got the charisma, the know-how, the experience, everything behind him. So you support that. If you don't support that, expect to lose that. That's what I got to say to black people and their retarded asses. And
And he cuts himself off again. That was priceless.
I'm back.
That was priceless.
And for Hightower, I'm going to read Jeremiah chapter 10. I'm going to start at verse 3. This is for Hightower and his ugly ass hat. For the customs of the people are vain. For one, cutteth the tree out of the forest, the work of the hands of the workmen with the axe. They deck it with silver and gold. They fasten it with nails and with hammers, and that it move not. So understand that custom, that little ugly ass ball you waving, okay? Those are the vain customs of people.
Oh boy.
Okay. Hightower. Vain.
You good?
Vain, damn it. Vain.
All right. So look, here's my takeaway.
Oh shit.
In reverse order. We all agree that Pastor Jamal Bryant is off base. You know what I mean? He's going to be having all kinds of people come to that church for the wrong reasons. And eventually you're going to have a Thriller video in the sanctuary. You know, people, looking for weed. So that was a horrible idea.
Well, at least I know where to go get a good price.
You don't even know that.
It ain't going to be a good price coming out of that church.
So
I got people down there. So,
then Herschel Walker, we can agree that brother's a little lost, and he tried his best, and he I don't know why he's okay with being a puppet. I don't know why he was okay with that.
Because he wears
that just kind of hurts our feelings. That it's like, dude, you okay with being used? Because ain't nobody voting for you but white people, and not that white people can't, but they have a mission in their voting. Their voting is you're going to be the Trump puppet. So I don't understand why he was okay with that. Okay, so the debate of the hour. Deion, Coach Prime.
Say something crazy here.
if
Say
you
something crazy
didn't-
about my boy.
if you never said God sent you, if you never said that, it would be a different story. Okay, that's all I'm saying. Because I know from reading the Bible, God's to the way God does stuff. So if God told him to go, it's bigger than just him. It has something to do with a whole bunch of stuff that he wants corrected.
Yes.
So to say that people were stealing from him, there's misappropriation of funds, he did all of this stuff. Okay, that's fine, but we're not discussing that. We're saying was the mission done that God sent you, and if it was, that when did God tell you to leave, and why is it so much uproar? And of course, I'm not calling him a sellout. He did what he did. It's okay. I mean, everybody leaves. If you want to call it the bag, people do that. But I just know that there's a big void in the HBCU community now that wasn't there just a couple of months ago. So that's all I'm saying. So if you would sit there by God to uplift that school and the other ones, where is the other ones? And you took coaches from other schools with you to Colorado.
He didn't take no coaches from other schools.
He did. He took a coach from Mississippi State, something, to coach on his staff. Yes, he did.
He did.
He got a couple coaches. He got it.
That's what they get then.
But all coaches do that.
I get it, but you said you came to uplift that one and others,
and he did.
You're not uplifting them, taking their coaches away.
He did uplift them, but the point is that they treated him like shit.
All right, that's cool, and we going in circles. All I'm saying is,
fine, Hightower. Okay, fine. You can do whatever you want to do, say whatever you want to say. You want to wear the ugly ass hat, and you want to talk about Coach Prime. I'll be damned. I'm not going for that shit today with you. I'm not doing that with you today. I'm not doing that shit. Bullfrog, back me up, man.
All right, so look, we gonna end this. We gonna go home, man. Appreciate y'all. We gonna talk just a little bit today if y'all want to after the show, just a little, because brother got to get up.
Yeah, I got some shit to say to you.
Yeah, that's fine, because I want one thing. I got to come up out of my room now.
So, hold on, we gonna end the show. So we'll see you guys the next time.
There you go. You see that there, Art? See that there? How about that? That a good picture?
What a great way to end the show.
That was excellent, Kelly. I was just about to hit the button, but I'm glad I did.
That's a great way to end the show.
Kelly,
I had to get you.
That was perfect, Kelly. That was perfect, bro.
Kelly, I'm gonna come down to your house.
That was we didn't get no better than that, man.
Oh man, that was perfect.
Come down there. Don't pull that long one out on me. No. I'm good.
You want to swing your shit?
He pulled out the granddaddy, boy.
All right, we'll see y'all next time, and Merry Christmas.
No Christmas.
Merry Christmas, baby.
Vain.